the sound design in terms of like how you hear that stuff and how it can be all around you was very impressive.
Yeah, I think the clickers for me were the ones that like just made my skin crawl.
Oh God.
You know,
If you look closely too, they actually still have like somewhat of a face left. And I
yeah,
only noticed that towards the end of the game because one got kind of close, and I was like, "Oh Jesus!" But like, you don't let them get that close to look. You know,
no,
you're shotgunning these things when they're running at you because you got to take them down quick.
yep, yeah. No, I never noticed that. That's a good observation. I'll have to keep an eye out for that because I never let them get close if I can help it. Or if the only time I was ever close to them is when I was behind them with a knife in my hand or a shiv. You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those things are just absolutely haunting. And like, I'm just thinking about like going into an area and just hearing that noise, but not seeing where it's coming from,
Oh God.
and
Yeah.
just freezing, just going like
Oh, frozen.
just solid, stone cold. Don't move. Look around. Where is it? Going to the Joel site,
Mm-hmm.
seeing nothing. Going, oh fuck. You know?
Now, let me ask you this: did you have one of those moments, and then when you tapped into Joel's hearing, it was like right there?
Oh yes,
It was like
absolutely.
right on the other side of a wall that you were behind, and you're like, Jesus Christ.
Uh huh.
Either I need to like make a shiv right now, or I've got to figure out another way to like kill this dude. Because
Yeah.
you remember like the first interactions, like maybe you kind of fucked up, you didn't realize you needed a shiv, and then just give you that bitch slap, and you're like, oh shit. That happened quite a few times, and then it would give you that prompt like, "Hey, try to use a shiv next time, dummy."
Yeah. You know, as a side note too, I gotta applaud the game for not punishing you for dying.
Yes.
You know, like the game is very thorough with, demanding that you know, it didn't let you get away with shit, right? You had to earn your kills, but when you failed, it didn't punish you by sending you all the way back to the start of a level. It kind of brought you back. Maybe it was a larger battle, and you might have had to start from the beginning of that larger battle, and you were almost at the end of it. But
Mm-hmm.
but we're talking like minutes, not like an hour
Yeah.
worth of work, and I really appreciated that because I felt like the game respected my time and respected
Mm-hmm.
the effort that I was putting in, and you learn from failure, without like getting punished for failing.
Yes, that's a really good point. I'm glad you brought that up because I'm so used to being punished in so many games that I play,
Mm-hmm.
and
It's that
it was
Souls
refreshing.
mentality of you.
Yeah, the get good.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was really nice. You're right. It was very refreshing to have that, and it felt like they really were respecting that. They're like, okay, you're gonna die a terrible death, but we're gonna bring you back. We're gonna give you a small hint
Mm-hmm.
while you're waiting, which the wait was like half a second,
Mm-hmm.
and you get back in and. Excuse me, I'm drinking seltzer here. Not a good
Uh-oh.
choice. When you go back and you do have to go through a sequence again where you have to kill off, say, 8 infected
Yeah.
because you fucked up the first time. I always got it the second time. It was never like I got to do this 8 times ever.
Right.
Because you just learn quickly from the mistakes, and you're like, all right, I know what I need to do this time. And
Mm-hmm.
what's interesting too, kind of from a gameplay perspective, is when you spend more time with the game, you do get really good at what you're doing, and you get surprised. You're like, holy shit, dude! I just took down 10 runners, or like 5 runners, and then like 5 regular like humans, and no one saw me.
Mm.
And you did it with 3 bullets, 1 Molotov cocktail, 1 shiv, and then like that's it. And then you choke the rest of the dudes out. And like
Yeah.
you get to the other side, and you're like, all right, what do I got to do next? But then you have these moments, at least for me, where I sat there and I was like, damn, dude, I'm getting kind of decent at this.
Yeah. You start to feel like an absolute badass.
You do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you start approaching those sequences like no problem. You're like, all right, 8 enemies, I know what to do here.
Yep. Yeah.
And that's cool. It's cool that you get better, but there's still a level of intensity and sort of anxiousness that always remain with you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's well said. I agree with that 100%. What else? So are we still talking sound design? What else do we have for that? That's about
We were.
it. Right? Before I forget, man. Yes. this game uses your favorite PS4 feature. The microphone or the speaker in the controller.
Yes, sir.
And I wanted to talk to you about that because I fucking loved the way they used that.
Yeah, so I actually didn't get the chance to really experience that until I got to Left Behind, because there were parts of Left Behind or sessions of Left Behind where I did not play with a headset, and I was able to experience the flashlight clicking on and off, as well as the shaking of the controller to turn it back on or to recharge it. Really enjoyed those two features. Outside of that, if there was anything else, I'm not aware.
Oh my God, you didn't know about the audio clips?
Nope, because I was playing with a headset the entire time.
So, holy shit, man. Every time you come up to like a voice recording on a like an audio recorder, it plays through the controller speaker.
Ooh, I might have to go back and experience that somehow.
It sounds great.
Yeah, I'm sure the quality's top notch.
Well, that sort of like recording really caters to that sort of speaker. So it's like it's a perfect marriage.
Damn. Yeah, damn. Damn him. Damn that man. Sorry, I just watched The Patriot. That's one of my favorite lines.
That's heartbreaking.
Shoot. It is heartbreaking, man, because I thought that we were just going to cap it off with those two features, because I thought those were the only two that existed.
No. And it's tough for me to like tell you specifically to go back and play the game for that, because you don't start encountering those until you're maybe halfway through the game, if I recall correctly. Those recordings,
yeah, they become more common.
Yeah, those recordings are pretty sparse early on, so unless you know exactly where you could get one, I mean, play it again because you want to play it again. Don't play it again just to experience that. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll get through it again, and I don't know when, and that's something I'm going to save for final thoughts. But
yeah,
damn, I'm a little irked that I missed out on that.
That was something that I really wanted to tell you about before you started playing too, but I didn't want to spoil the experience for you, and it didn't even occur to me that headphones would get in the way of that.
Yeah, and that's the thing too is I had mentioned to my buddy at work about the flashlight mechanic ages ago, and I remember he said he played with the headset, and then once he told me that, I didn't even bother to say, hey, like, you're not going to hear it, because you're going to hear it through the headset, but it's different. It's different when you hear it through the controller.
Very much so.
I love that speaker, man, and I don't care what anybody says. I know it was underutilized as a whole for the life of the PS4, but man, the games that used it well. It
adds a element of immersion that I think is lacking from a lot of games.
Yes, and I'm so glad they're keeping it on the PS5.
Yeah, me too. Hopefully more games will use it this time around.
Indeed.
Okay, so that's it for sound design.
Sure.